I let my thoughts about her butt slip. What she said next blew my mind. Evan twisted the final bolt on the corridor panel, his multi-tool clicking shut. Sarla Ven glided ahead, her iridescent scales catching the station lights. Her tail flicked in that rhythmic way he loved. "Damn, Sarla. Nice butt," he muttered under his breath. His comm mic crackled. Live. Station-wide, Sarla froze mid-step. Her spine stiffened along her neck. The corridor hummed with sudden silence from passing crew. Then her voice boomed, precise and amplified. Initiating unsolicited appraisal protocol. Subject, human Evan Reed. Offense, non-consensual physical evaluation. Category 3. All parties, stand down. Evan's stomach dropped. Red lights flashed. Bulkheads slammed shut behind him, sealing the corridor. Security drones whirred overhead. "What the? Sarla?" He raised his hands, tool dangling. 2 armored officers burst from side vents. Chief Leo Marek led them. Her feathered crest flared. "Evan Reed, you're detained." No resistance. Evan dropped the tool. It clattered on the deck. They cuffed his wrists with maglocks. Sarla stood rigid, eyes locked forward, reciting, "Protocol requires separation until adjudication. No contact." Leo shoved him toward the security hatch. "Move." Evan stumbled into the interview room. Sterile white walls. A table bolted to the floor. 1 chair faced a view screen. He sat, cuffs humming against the restraints. Minutes ticked by. His heart pounded. The door hissed open. Leo entered, flanked by interpreter Keish. The linguist clutched a tablet, tentacles twitching. Sarla followed last, perching on a stool across the room. She wouldn't meet his eyes. "State your intent," Leo barked. Her beak clicked. Evan leaned forward. "Chief, it was a compliment." Flirting. My mic was stuck on. "Check the log." Kesh tapped his tablet. His voice modulator whined. Log translation. "Damn, Sarla Ven, superior posterior asset. Direct appraisal without consent form. Her species mandates Form 47B for such statements. Public broadcast escalates to felony." Evan blinked. "Posterior asset? No. It's just nice butt." "Play the raw audio." Leo's crest twitched. "Human idioms corrupt our model." "Proceed." Kesh synced Evan's comm log. The room filled with Evan's voice. "Damn, Sarla. Nice butt. Casual. Affectionate." Silence stretched. Sarla shifted. Her tail curled tight. The model rendered it as ownership claim. Invasive. Evan met her gaze. "Sarla, I didn't mean—" "Quiet," Leo snapped. "Evidence review." Kesh. Reanalyze with human slang overlay. Kesh's tentacles flew. Updating lexicon. Butt equates to gluteal form, positive aesthetic, no predatory qualifiers. Intent. Flirtation. 92% confidence. Evan exhaled. "See? We're dating. Sort of. I fix vents." She explains alien customs. "It's been good." Leo's eyes narrowed. "Dating? No filed interspecies affection accord?" Sarla spoke up. "Not yet. But protocol allows waiver if trust verified." She stood, spines relaxing a fraction. "Evan Reed has respected boundaries, fixed my quarters' humidity without entry, shared human recipes without imposition." Evan nodded. "Yeah? And you taught me not to pat your tail. Consent first, always." Kesh cleared his throat modulator. Cultural note. Vren view physical compliments as binding contracts until revoked. Public ones trigger audit to prevent poaching. Flyo tapped her console. Log accepted. Charges dropped. But file that accord read. Station policy. Evan rubbed his wrists as cuffs released.
"Will do."
"Sarla?" She approached, hesitating. "The freeze it protects. Our history demands it."
Males once claimed via words alone.
Evan stood slowly. "Humans don't. Words are just words, unless you say yes." He smiled. "But if you want Form 47B for my next compliment, I'll sign it." Her scales flushed violet. "Perhaps. Raw human speech, intriguing. Unfiltered." Leo snorted. "Cleared. Out." They exited into the corridor. Lights normalized. Crew whispered. Staring, Evan walked beside Sarla. "Mic check from now on. Promise." She bumped his shoulder lightly. "Teach me more idioms. I'll recalibrate my own translator." He grinned. "Deal." Next one's, You're out of this world. Her laugh chimed, spines dancing. That one translates clean. But as they turned the corner, Keisha's voice crackled over the station intercom. Alert. Lexicon update required. Human ass variants incoming. All liaisons, stand by. Evan groaned. Sarla's tail flicked his leg. Playful, the real work began. Deeper in the station, Evan knelt by a flickering power conduit. Sarla watched from the doorway, her role as liaison pulling her between meetings. Efficiency at 94%, she noted, scanning her pad. He sealed the panel. Done. Humans improvise. You plan. Their partnership hummed. She stepped closer. Evan, the incident, trust frayed? He stood, facing her. Only if you let it. I'm sorry for the mic, not the words. Her eyes softened, pupils dilating. Vren rebuild via action. Demonstrate. Evan pulled a small holocube from his pocket. Your favorite, human chocolate sim. Fixed the replicator code myself. She accepted it, scales shimmering. Her claw brushed his hand, lingered. Chief Leo's drone hovered nearby, logging silently. Protocol watched, but trust mended. Evan activated his comm, muted this time. Hey Sarla, nice tail today. She froze, then laughed. Form 47B pending, but noted. The station thrummed on. Human bluntness met Vren precision. Together, they translated more than words. Hours later, in the dim-lit observation deck, Evan and Sarla floated in zero-J chairs. Stars wheeled outside. Your species complements freely, she said. Ours weighs each. Evan spun his chair toward hers. Makes it special when we do. Like you, her tail wrapped his ankle. Consensual anchor. Human normalcy, extraordinary. Kesh pinged their comms. Accord forms routed. Sign? Evan thumbed yes. Sarla mirrored. Leo's voice followed. Approved. No predators here. Evan pulled Sarla closer. Their forms aligned. Human curve to alien grace. Told you I'd fix it. She nuzzled his neck. We fixed it. The stars blurred. Consent granted. Love unprotocoled. But Evan's comm buzzed again. A new alert. Lexicon error. Human booty call flagged. Review? He chuckled. Tomorrow's problem. Sarla's spines quivered. Teach me. Their bond deepened, one flubbed word at a time. Evan's fingers froze on the maintenance panel. The station's legal display blinked red, replaying his words through interpreter Kesh's model. Nice butt. Below it, the Vren translation glowed. Fertility crest claim. He blinked. Heart slammed. The observation deck's zero-G chairs still spun lazily from their moment. Sarla's tail uncoiled from his ankle. Her spines stiffened. Chief Leo Marek burst through the hatch. Drone swarming ahead. Then, stand down. Form 47B initiated. Evan raised his hands. Whoa, Chief. It was a compliment. Human thing. Sarla's eyes narrowed, golden slits contracting. She floated forward, claws extended, not aggressive, precise, not apology. Ritual. Leo's drone scanned Evan's vitals. Beeps escalated. Protocol demands review. Claim implies intent. Predatory flag pending. Evan's mouth went dry. The display looped his voice. Casual, friendly. But Friendscript twisted it into ownership. Public channels lit up. Station chatter exploded. Human claims liaison's crest. Breeding violation. Keisha's voice crackled over comms. Error margin 2.7%. But maps to crest display and flirtation vector failed. Sarla silenced him with a gesture. She faced Evan, tail lashing. Human, you spoke. Now clarify. Formal ritual. No evasion. Evan nodded fast. Fixed problems. That's his job. Replicators. Leaks. Now this. Okay. Ritual. You set the rules. Plain terms. What do I do? Good faith shown. Rule 1. Truth only. No soften. Rule 2. Witness all. Leo. Log. Kesh. Monitor lexicon live. Rule 3. I question. You answer. Consent weighs. Leo grunted approval. Crossed arms. Proceeding. 5 minutes. Or escalate. They regrouped in the deck's center. Stars wheeled outside, indifferent. Sarla anchored first, magnetic boots clicking. Evan matched her, goal clear. Prove no predator. Conflict. Her culture's formality versus his slip. Outcome. Trust or label. Question 1. Sarla said, voice steady. Brave. Intent of claim. Evan met her gaze. Compliment. Your tail, crest. Looks good today. Happy. Healthy. Human. Casual. The translator pinged. Display. Intent. Fertility crest ownership affirmed. Health superior. Evan groaned. No. Stop. Keish, correct that. It was nice, not superior ownership. Just attractive. Friendly. Kesh's hollow flickered in, harried feathers ruffled. Adjusting. Human slang volatile. Retry. Sarla tilted her head. Spines quivered. Curiosity. Human honesty. Correct exaggeration. Noted. Question 2. Why public? Vrenway's private. Evan shrugged, palms out. Impulse. You're great. Fixed the replicator together. Felt. Close. No claim. Just said it. Translator. Public bonding ritual invoked. Closeness equals pair bond claim. Wrong. Evan jabbed the display. Kesh. Felt close. Means friendly. Not bond. Not yet. Honest. I like you a lot. But no ownership. Sarla's claws tapped her thigh plate. Leo's drone hummed closer. Station alerts piled. Predator sim 14%. Public feeds buzzed. Crew memes already spawning. Kesh squawked. Model recalibrating. Like overmaps to select mate. Evan laughed. Sharp. Humans fix fast. Sarla, ignore the box. Direct. I think you're amazing. Smart. Brave. Tails a bonus. No protocols broken. Want to explore with consent. Her eyes widened. Tail tip curled. Direct. Extraordinary. Question 3. Repair trust or end? Evan leaned in, zero drifting them closer. Repair. Teach me your rules. I'll follow. Humans blunt. Sorry for the flub, but real. Translator tried. Repair via dominance display. Evan slapped it mute. Kesh. Off. Sarla. Hear me raw. No filter. Nice tail. Nice everything. Your call. Silence stretched. Leo shifted. Drone logged every heartbeat. Sarla's claw brushed his hand. Lingered. Trust mends. Ritual passed. No predator. Leo checked his pad. Forms routing. Good faith verified. But Kesh pinged frantic. Alert. Backlog phrase. Earlier log. Booty call in human context. Evan's stomach dropped. The display lit up again. His chucked tomorrow's problem from hours ago. Rendered. Predatory summons ritual. Sarla froze. Spines flared. Public channels ignited. Second claim? Leo's eyes hardened. Read. Explain. Now. Evan swallowed. Another fix. Sarla. It's slang, not literal. Means casual invite, but joke. With you, serious. She held up a claw. New ritual? He grinned. Humble. Yeah. Your rules again. Her tail wrapped his wrist. Anchor. Accepted. But teach first. Kesh groaned. Lexicon crash imminent. Leo waved his drone back. Provisional clear. Monitor. They floated together as alerts cleared. Evan's hand steadied the panel. Human fix kicking in. Sarla's scales warmed against him. Bren precision met human heart. Station thrummed. One flub down. More to translate. Hours ticked. Maintenance shift called Evan back. He patched a hull sensor. Tools flying. Sarla shadowed, observing. Human competence. Quiet power. He wiped sweat. Teamwork. You navigated protocol. Chief Leo calmed in. Clean record read, but watch slang. Vren nets tight. Copy. Evan pocketed his kit. Spotted Sarla at a viewport. Her tail swayed, deliberate. He approached. Safe to say, nice crest. She laughed. Spines dancing. Human normal. Extraordinary. Say more. Translator offline. Words. Raw. Bond sparked. Next shift. Crisis hit. Replicator virus. Chocolate sims glitching station-wide. Crew grumbled. Vren abstained. But humans rioted. Evan dove in. Code scrolled. Got it. Backdoor loop. Sarla relayed to ops. Precise commands. Isolate. Sector 3. They synced. Virus purged in minutes. Cheers erupted. Kesh hovered. Flawless collab. Lexicon update. But, as aesthetic note. Leo nodded from security. No flags. Private deck later. 0J again. Sarla floated close. Ritual complete. Consent. Explore. Evan's hand found her waist. Scales smooth. Human way. Yes. Means yes. Her nuzzle pressed his neck. Brenway. Wade. Yours wins. Stars blurred. Trust sealed. No claims. Just choice. But Evan's comm buzzed. New alert. Human hump day flagged. Review? Sarla perked. Teach. Evan chuckled. One word at a time. Their forms aligned. Human curve to alien grace. Love translated. Errors and all. Public feeds shifted. Human saves snacks. Vren human pair. Model. Bureaucracy bent. Hearts didn't. Evan fixed one last panel. Sarla's tail anchored him. Station hummed. Bond. Unbreakable. Keish's final ping. Lexicon 87% stable. Proceed. They did. Evan stepped into the ritual chamber. Toolkit slung over his shoulder like armor. Station lights hummed overhead, casting sharp shadows on the assembled Vren. Sarla stood at the center dais, her crest spines flared in formal blue. Chief Leo Marek flanked her, arms crossed. Interpreter Keish fidgeted with his tablet, eyes darting. Evan Reed, Sarla announced, voice steady through the translator. You attend my clarification ritual. State the flagged phrase with approved lexicon. Evan nodded, heart steady. He'd prepped with Keish. No slips this time. He set his kit down. Sarla Ven possesses an aesthetically optimal posterior curvature, enhancing her silhouette in 0G repose. Silence blanketed the room. Vren's spines twitched. Leo's jaw tightened. Sarla's eyes locked on his. Clarify, does posterior curvature reference the ventral intake vents, or the dorsal waste expulsion orifice? The room froze, spines locked rigid. A junior tech dropped his stylus. Keish choked on air. Evan blinked. Clinical. Stay clinical. Neither. Human anatomy lacks those. I mean the gluteal region. Musculature supporting bipedal locomotion and fat storage. Appealing in form. Murmurs rippled. Leo leaned forward. Human. Consent protocols demand precision. Vren interpret dorsal references as dominance challenges. Evan raised hands, palms out. Explicit consent required to proceed? Your ritual, your rules. Sarla's tail flicked once. Granted. Continue. Keish tapped furiously. Lexicon updating. Gluteals as non-threat vector. Evan exhaled. Goal clear. Rephrase. Repair. He stepped closer to the dais. In human culture, it's a compliment. Casual. Like praising a well-tuned thruster cowling. Sarla tilted her head. Spines softening to violet. Human casual compliments target waist regions? Laughter cracked from the back. A Vren ensign stifled it. Evan grinned. Only if they're nice. Yours is. The assembly exhaled. Leo uncrossed arms. Evidence of good faith. Noted. No predator flag. Sarla nodded. Ritual phase 1 complete. Private clarification next shift. Evan's comm pinged affirmative. He grabbed his kit. Out the door before spines fully relaxed. Station corridors buzzed. Crew nodded as he passed. Human fixer Vren ally. He patched a flickering panel en route to maintenance bay. Sparks died under his probe. Fixed. His pad lit up. Station feed viral clip. Human praises Vren waste orifice in ritual. Grainy hollow of Sarla's question. His answer clipped mid-breath. Views. 5 Cayenne climbing. Evan cursed. Bystander upload. Horror comedy gold for the feeds. He bolted for OpsDeck. Sarla's station. She deserved heads up first. Sarla swiped feeds. Crest dimming. The clip looped. Her anatomical query. Room's dead silence. Evan's clinical reply cut off. Comments flooded. Predator confirmed. Ren dignity shredded. Security breach. Leo stormed in. Chief here. Clip distorts. Full log clears you, Reed. But protocol, hold public response till review. Evan arrived, panting. Sarla, saw it? She turned, tail coiling tight. Your words twisted. Trust phrase, not my words. He pulled full ritual log on shared hollow. Watch. Consent asked. Granted. Clinical facts only. Kesh burst through. My fault. Model glitched on gluteal. Rendered as expulsion in autosubs. Sarla replayed. Spines eased. Intent preserved. But public sees predator. Evan's fingers flew. He synced his pad to station net. Fix it human style. Full clip. My addendum. Leo growled. Bureaucracy first, or we lose the bond. Evan hit upload. Evan read here. Complement stood. Anatomical match. Human glutes. Vren equivalent cleared. Consent mutual. Watch full log. Views flipped. Comments shifted. Human owns it. Vren asks orifice question. Wild. Bond goals. Sarla's hand brushed his. The scales warm. Bold. Vren weigh resentment. You cut through. Kesh beamed. Lexicon 92%. Glutes locked. Aesthetic only. Leo clapped Evan's shoulder. Protocol bent. Good faith wins. No flags. Private deck later. 0G lounge. Sarla floated near. Tail anchoring his boot. Ritual sealed. Consent. Full exploration? Evan pulled her close. Yes means yes. Yours? Wade. Yours wins. Her nuzzle grazed his jaw. Spines danced purple. He traced her waist scales, smooth under calloused fingers. No translations needed. Her laugh hummed. Human normal. Extraordinary direct. Stars wheeled outside. Station hummed steady. Feeds trended. Buttgate resolved. Love wins. Evan's calm stayed quiet. Trust repaired. Bond deepened, but next shift, new ping, cache flawless. One more. Hump day. Still pending. Sarla perked. Teach. Evan chuckled, one word at a time. Evan welded the final strut on deck 7. Sparks flew. Sarla relayed from liaison post. Crew reports nominal. Your fix holds. He wiped sweat. Team effort. Her tail swayed on shared cam, deliberate now. Bond sparked hotter post-ritual. Crisis hit mid-shift. Replicator virus. Chocolate Sims glitched station-wide. Humans rioted in mess halls. Vren abstained. Spines flat in disgust. Evan dove into core access. Code scrolled green. Backdoor loop. Isolate Sector 3. Sarla's voice cut through comms. Precise. Ops. Execute read protocol. Virus purged. Cheers erupted. Feeds lit. Human save snacks. Leo pinged. No flags. Model pair. Private 0G. Sarla floated in. Consent? Explore posterior curiosity? Evan laughed. Explicit yes. Forms aligned. Human curve to alien grace. Trust sealed. Errors translated. But Evan's pad buzzed. Human hump day flagged. Review? Sarla's spines flared playful. One question. What hump? Room went cold again. Evan grinned. Horror comedy round 2. He faced her in the lounge. Stars blurred beyond viewport. Hump day. Midweek slump. Humans joke. Get over it with motion. Kesh's emergency ping. Lexicon fail. Rendering as mating protocol. Sarla's tail coiled. Public? Evan checked feeds. Clip already viral. Human demands hump ritual. Again? He pulled her close. Fixed together. They synced logs. Uploaded truth. Views exploded. Culture shock comedy. Bond unbreakable. Chief Leo messaged. Adapting protocols. Humans. Chaos experts. Sarla nuzzled. Your chaos, my anchor. Station thrummed. Hearts synced. Love outpaced words. Evan fixed one last panel. Her tail steadied him. Kesh's ping. Lexicon 87% stable. Proceed. They did, errors and all. Evan entered the expanded ritual chamber. Bigger crowd now. Feed fame drew witnesses. Sarla at dais, crest regal. Leo guarded flank. Kesh sweated bullets. Repeat flagged term. Sarla commanded. Approved phrasing. Evan stood tall. Sarla Ven's posterior presents extraordinary ergonomic appeal. Optimized for human aesthetic preference. Spines shivered. A ensign gasped. Sarla countered sharp. Specify. Does this appeal derive from olfactory signaling at the cloacal vent or visual mass of the fecal processing chamber? Dead silence. Dropped pads clattered. Kesh paled. Evan breathed even. Visual mass of gluteal musculature, no vents in humans. Consent to diagram? Granted, she said, eyes gleaming. He sketched quick on hollow pad. Human torso labeled, here. Fat pad. Muscle balances spine. Assembly leaned in. Leo grunted approval. Predator myth debunked. Bystander hollow winked red. Recording. Evan rapped. Compliment stands. Mutual. Sarla smiled. Phase 2, reciprocal. Outside, feeds ignited. Clipped. Human diagrams fecal appeal. Evan sprinted. Damage control. Sarla met him halfway. We counter. United, they flooded nets. Full hollow. Laughs included. Horror to hilarity. Trust surged. Bond. Ironclad. One question lingered. Sarla whispered. Now, demonstrate appeal. Chief Leo Marek burst through the maintenance bay doors, his armored crest flaring red. Read. Hands off the tools. You're restricted. Evan froze mid-weld, sparks dying on the panel. He set the torch down slow. Marek's squad flanked him, stunners drawn. Station alarms whooped faint in the vents. What's the charge? Evan kept his voice level. He wiped sweat from his brow. Marek thrust a hollow pad forward. The clip looped, cut to Sarla's sharp retort about cloacal vents. Crowd gasps. End clip. Evan's gut twisted. 10 seconds. Missing the diagram, the laughs, the approval. Viral now. Marek growled. 3 million views. Accusation. Predatory fixation on excretory zones. Protocol 47B. Temporary quarantine. No contact with Ven. Report to holding bay. Evan scanned the metadata blink fast. Feed ID. Station net. Alpha 7. Timestamp matched the ritual. Chief, that's edited. Let me pull the raw. No. Marek cuffed Evan's wrists. Gentle but firm. Evidence first. You move. I stun. Squad marched him out. Workers stared. Whispers chased. Human predator. Holding bay smelled of recycled air and regret. Evan sat on the bunk, flex cuffs humming against his skin. Mark posted 2 guards outside the energy field. Sit tight. Liaison review in 12 hours. Evan nodded. Fair, but his mind raced. Humans fixed things. Fast. He eyed the wall panel. Maintenance override port gleamed under emergency light. One twist, and he'd jack in. Guards chatted oblivious. Fingers worked the cuff release. Maintenance hack. Standard issue. Click. Field hummed steady. He pried the panel. Wires sang under his touch. Station net access in 30 seconds. He ghosted through logs, pinging the feed source. Alpha 7. Pull request. Ritual chamber observer log. Raw file bloomed. Full 30 minutes. Edit point glowed. Timestamp 14 hours, 27 minutes and 43 seconds. Bystander hollow snipped Evan's diagram explanation. Sarla's granted. The crowd leans. Spliced to her vent question. Sloppy work. Amateur malice. Evan ripped the segment. Encrypted it to his wristcom backup. 98% match to his memory. Done in 47 minutes. He sealed the panel. Sat back. Guards unchanged. Marek returned at hour's end. Crest neutral. Review board ready. Walk. Evan stood. Raw file secured. Can I share? Marek eyed him, with counsel only. Move. They marched to liaison offices. Sarla waited in the antechamber, spines rigid, tail coiled tight, her eyes locked on Evan. Relief flickered, then steel. Restricted contact, Marek barked. Ven, state your grievance. Sarla rose. None. This is smear. Evan stepped forward, cuffs beeping protest. Sarla, raw file. Your oath. Validate? She nodded once. Precise. Wrist comm synced. Hollow bloomed between them. Full ritual. Evan's compliment. Her counter. Diagram. Laughter. Predator myth debunked. Her smile. Sarla's crest flared green. Approval. True record. Under Ven oath I attest. Context educational. Human phrasing idiomatic praise. No predation. Mark grunted. Cross-checked timestamps. Edit confirmed. Source trace. Evan tapped the log. Bystander Ensign Tira. Deck 9 quarters. Detain her. Marek uncuffed Evan. Restriction lifted. Good hunt, Reed. Sarla's tail brushed his hand. Deliberate. We counter publicly. Station central feed hub thrummed with techs. Sarla strode in, Evan at her flank. Kesh trailed, interpreter pad clutched like a shield. Lexicon at 92%. Careful phrasing. Crowd feeds already buzzed. Hash human fecal fiend trending. Sarla seized the main dais terminal. Station net override. Cultural liaison Venn broadcast. Priority 1. Screens galaxy-wide flickered. Her face filled them, regal spines high. Clip circulates. Incomplete. Full context follows. Raw file played. Gasps turned to chuckles as Evan's diagram lit up. Sarla's voice overlaid. Human complements visual form. Reciprocal phase approved. No violation. Views spiked. Comments flooded. Horror to hollow lesson. Human fixes truth. Sarla turned to the hub chief. Remove smear. Full retraction. Protocol 12C. Chief nodded fast. Compliance logged. Evan exhaled. Her tail looped his wrist. Private signal. Trust mended. But Kaish pinged frantic. Unseen Tira's quarters empty. Log shows shuttle departure. 5 minutes ago. Marek's comm crackled. Alert all decks. Suspect fled. Motive? Evan pulled Tira's profile. Xenopurist posts. Jealousy. Or politics. Sarla's eyes narrowed. Hunt continues. They moved as one. Evan patched shuttle logs. Sarla invoked liaison codes. Kesh refined queries. Deck 12 bay. Shuttle prepped. Engines hot. Tyra bolted from shadows, pad in hand. Marek tackled her clean, secure. Evan grabbed the drop device, more edits queued. Sarla's demonstrate appeal whisper twisted next. Delete, Sarla commanded. Her claw tapped Evan's shoulder. You found it first. Tira snarled from cuffs. Humans corrupt. Cloacal fixation. Visual mass. Evan cut in. Glutes.
Ask your medic. Leo hauled her away.
Feeds updated. Misunderstanding quashed. Bond affirmed. Station hummed quieter now. Evan and Sarla walked maintenance corridors, alone. Her crest brushed his arm. Appeal? Demonstrated? She murmured. Evan grinned. Consent granted? Tail tightened. Phase 2 resumes. But his wristcom blinked. Incoming. Anonymous packet. Tira's backup files. Deeper cuts. Not just them, other humans targeted. Evan shared the glance. We fix this, together. Sarla nodded. Spines gleamed. Always. Evan jacked into the next panel. Sparks flew true. Her tail steadied him again. Errors translated to strength. Evan jacked the final conduit into place. Sparks died with a hiss. The panel sealed shut. Lights flickering green across the maintenance corridor. Sarla's tail uncoiled from his waist. It lingered a beat too long before withdrawing. Her spines quivered. Subtle, but Evan caught it. Stress markers. Her threat model read hidden hands as ambush risks. He stepped back, palms up and open. Panels solid, no more ghost feeds. She tilted her crest, spines easing a fraction. Efficiency noted. Her voice hummed through the translator, clipped but warm. The anonymous packet still burned on his wristcom backup files targeting other human-alien pairs. Tyra's sabotage ran deeper, but Sarla's eyes flicked to his hands, not the screen. Evan kept palms visible. Humans fixed tech. Her kind fixed social fractures. Collaboration. He gestured to the corridor bench. Sit. Debrief before Marek pings us. She perched, tail curling neat. He sat opposite, elbows on knees, hands dangling loose. No sudden moves, her spines relaxed fully now. Good. Packet shows 3 more edits queued, he said. Other liaisons. We flagged them? Affirmative. Sarla's claws tapped her pad, but first, your comment. The butt reference. Station logs amplified it. Protocols triggered. Evan winced. Yesterday's maintenance run. He'd fixed her suit seal. Blurted. Damn, that tail suits your butt. Flirty human shorthand. Translator mangled it into cloacal fixation threat. Kesh's model glitched again. Public feeds lit up. Marek's team swarmed. I meant glutes, muscle, attractive. He spread hands wider. No threat. Her eyes narrowed, not angry. Analytical. My people treat praise as weaponry. Hidden intent strikes first. She rose, circled a bulkhead pipe. Observe hierarchy. Claw pointed. Object 1. Pipe. Functional praise. You seal leaks true. Neutral. No protocols. Evan nodded. Pipe gleamed, recently polished by his crew. Object 2. She tapped a vent grate. Elevated praise. You channel air pure. Signals alliance. Hands visible required. Her own claws splayed open. He mirrored her, palms out. Object 3. Sarla faced a flickering status screen. Intimate praise. You display data vivid. Invites reciprocity. Both parties signal consent. Hands open. Spines relaxed. Her crest dipped low. Spines flat. Invitation. Evan's pulse kicked. Lesson or lure. He kept hands up. Visual mass, like glutes. Intimate. Precisely. She stepped closer, tail brushing his boot. Your words bypassed hierarchy. Felt like strike from shadow. Shit. Humans tossed compliments casual. Her kind, formal duels of trust. I screwed the exchange. Repair it? Sarla's spines perked. You adapt body language. Already phase 1 consent. She activated her pad. Keisha's icon blinked. Interpreter on call. Hierarchy demands balance. Teach me human variant? Evan grinned, palms steady. Deal. But first, safeguards. He synced their wrist comms. Shared profile pinged open. Safe words list. Panel. For tech talk. Taylor. For flirt reset. Safe topics. Station fixes. Food swaps. Pin it? Her claw swiped accept. Pinned. Reciprocity protocol engaged. Translator chimed. Profiles linked. No more mangles on their channel. Evan leaned in, hands visible. Your turn. One human standard compliment. Rebalance. Sarla paused. Crest fluttered, processing. She circled him slow, eyes tracing his frame. Human praise lacks hierarchy. Ours, freeform. But consent first. He tapped his chest. Go. Her tail coiled loose around his ankle. Anchor, not trap. Claws grazed his sleeve, retracted fast. Hands. Open. Consent? Eat flushed his neck. Wholesome alien directness hit different. Granted. Feels. Balanced. She hummed approval. Spines lay flat. Phase 2, deeper exchange, pad chimed Kesh. Interpreter confirms. Mend fractures. Translates clean. No legal flags. Evan checked his comm. Packet files decrypted halfway. Names scrolled. Liaison Vex with human engineer. Twisted logs queued.
War saboteurs!
Tira's network. Sarla's tail tightened. Hunt resumes. But trust affirmed. She stood, spines alert. Walk with me, hands visible. They moved down the corridor, palms out like sentinels. Evan patched a loose wire mid-stride. Habit. Her crest brushed his shoulder. Station hummed around them, decks alive with shifts. Mark's comm crackled. Read, then. Deck 8 breach. Vex's pair. Edits live. Evan shared a glance. On it. He jacked his multi-tool, Sarla's tail steadying his arm. Errors to strength. But as they rounded the corner, his comm buzzed again. Anonymous ping. Deeper file. Audio clip. His own voice twisted. Sarla's tail suits her butt. Predatory intent confirmed. Her spine spiked. Protocol breach. Public now? Evan yanked the file. Fake. We prove it. Palms up. Hierarchy held. Deck 8 loomed. Shouts echoed. Vex's engineer backed against a wall, security drones circling. Alien liaison snarled at feeds. Misunderstanding live. Sarla invoked codes. Liaison override. Stand down. Evan dove for the nearest panel. Sparks flew. He rerouted the feed, hands a blur, but visible. Safe word pinged. Panel. Drones powered down. Engineer exhaled. Thanks. Thought I was tagged Predator. Vex nodded to Sarla. Hierarchy breach. Human norm? Adapting. Sarla's claw tapped Evan's back. He mends. Kesh arrived, harried, model updated, but equal sign glutes. No fixation. Marek loomed. Logs clean? Good faith? Evan handed over the decrypted packet. Tira's backups. Names. Motives. Purist cell. Chief's eyes hardened. detainments start now. You two, stand down. Or join? Sarla's tail linked theirs. Join. They plunged into the hunt. Evan fixed locks. Sarla decoded rights. Hands open. Spines flat. Hours blurred. Last cell cornered in hydroponics. Purist clutched a pad. Final edits. Evan tackled low. Sarla pinned high. Marek cuffed. Clean sweep. Chief clapped Evan's shoulder. Human grit. Alien precision. Station feeds flipped. Bonds secure. Threats null. Evan and Sarla retreated to quarters. Door hissed shut. Her crest dipped. Praise exchange complete. He spread hands. One more. You balance me perfect. Tail coiled full. Reciprocity. You steady my spines. Lips met. Human soft. Alien firm. Consent layered deep, but wrist calm blinked. Final, anonymous file. Not purist. Internal. Station command auditing excessive human-alien proximity. Sarla's spines quivered. New protocol? Evan grinned. We fix it. Hands open. Her laugh hummed. Phase 3 ignited. Evan sealed the door panel. Lights green. Tail steadied him true. Deeper audits loomed. Trust tested again. Sparks promised strength. Evan tapped his wrist comm. Interpreter cache. Emergency calibration. Our quarters. Now. Sarla's tail uncoiled from his leg. She straightened her spines. Protocol demands supervision. Chief Marek approves. Already pinged him. Evan sealed the audit file with a thumbprint. Lights dimmed to privacy amber. We fix this translator before command twists proximity into a violation. Door chime buzzed. Kesh burst in, tablet clutched like a shield. Fur bristled along his neck ruff. Read, Ven. Models at 94% now. But equals glutes. No predator flags. He glanced at Sarla's linked tail remnant. But audits pinged your sync. Sarla's crest flared pink. Sync requires precision. Log every phrase. Supervised. Marek loomed in the hatchway, arms crossed. 10 minutes. Evidence or I log intervention. His eyes locked on Evan. Good faith holds, for now. Evan nodded. Pulled up the calibration rig on his workstation. Hollow interface flickered live. Goal, clean intimacy protocols. Start simple. Kesh synced his tablet. Phrase 1. Human norm. Evan leaned towards Sarla. Spoke clear. Your eyes light up the stars. Translator hummed. Kesh read. Oculars illuminate stellar bodies. Sarla tilted her head. No quill. Log it. Evan marked the pad. Romantic, not literal. Next. Your smile melts me. Maxillary flexor induces thermal degradation. Kesh winced. Melts. Organic hazard. Sarla's claws flexed. Human affection damages? Evan chuckled.
Figurative. Means warm inside.
He logged. Mistranslation. Thermal to emotional. Marek grunted. Faster. Audits escalate in 7. Sarla stepped closer. Her spines flattened. Trust signal. Test reciprocity. Tail brushed Evan's hip. Crest dipped low. Evan's pulse quickened. Okay. Physical compliments. Your tail's elegant curve drives me wild. Translator spat. Appendage curvature incites feral response. Kesh's ears flattened. Wild? Predatory instinct? Marek's hand twitched toward his stun baton. Stop. Evan raised palms. Log. Hyperbole. Means attracted. He turned to Sarla. Your words now. Direct. She hummed approval. Claws grazed his arm. Light. Intentional. Human form. Balanced mass. Repairs without fracture. Kesh translated raw. Optimal biomechanics. Evan grinned. Better. Log clean. Phrases flew. Hug me. Became enfold for structural support. Kiss. Rendered orifice compression seal. Sarla's laugh vibrated the air. Seals prevent breach. Evan logged each glitch. Fixed 2 on the fly. Rerouted slang subroutines. Humans layer words. Playful. Not protocol. Kesh tapped furiously. Model at 97%, but idioms snagged. Marek checked his comm. 5 minutes. Show progress, or I pull the plug. Sarla's eyes locked on Evan's. Final test. Closeness gesture. She pressed forward, spines retracted fully. Claws parted his shirt seam with precision. Tail coiled his waist. Full link, initiate bond phase. Evan's breath hitched. Her scales warmed against his skin. Consent hummed in her grip. Firm. Chosen. Translator blared. Commence surgical implantation. Case yelped. Tablet clattered. Marek surged forward. Predator sim. Step back, Reed. Evan froze. Hands shot up. Heart hammered. No. Abort. He disentangled gently, stepped back 2 paces. Spines flat, palms open. Sarla's safe signal mirrored. Sarla, restate. Your words. Not the devices. Her crest quivered. Claws retracted. Not surgery. Voice raw, unfiltered. Bond. Warmth share. Consent. Full. Yours? Evan exhaled. Yes. But translator lied. He jabbed the rig. Kesh, patch it. Now. Kesh scrambled. Overload on implantation. Cultural overlay. Your human hold me close flags as invasive procedure in Venscript. Marek hovered. Baton half drawn. Evidence? Evan thrust the log forward. Real-time stamps glowed. 20 phrases. 89% fixed. Live. See? Her gesture. Voluntary. Logged consent chain from Hunt up. Sarla nodded sharp. Human halts error. Respects boundary. Kesh uploaded the patch. Model 99.2. Retest. Sarla extended a claw, touched Evan's chest. Slow. Closeness. Affection protocol. Device purred. Internet bonding initiated. Green. Marek holstered. Logs synced to command. You're clear for this cycle. He eyed them both. But audits probe deep. No more glitches. Hatch hissed shut behind him. Kesh bolted next. I'll refine overnight. Call if... Door sealed. Silence dropped. Evan turned to Sarla. You okay? Her tail linked his ankle. Spines eased flat. Test passed. Trust repairs. He pulled her close. Manual this time. No device. Lips met hers. Firm scales yielded to soft pressure. Her hum vibrated through him. Wristcom pinged. Not audit. Incoming from command relay. Evan broke the kiss. Swiped it live. Kesh's voice crackled. Read. Patch revealed anomaly. That but comment? Not purist. Nested code. Someone tampered pre-incident. Sarla's crest spiked. Sabotage. Evan's jaw set. Who benefits from us failing? Com spat a name. Station Director Voss. Proximity logs forwarded. Review pending. Tail tightened. Claws dug in. Not pain. Anchor. We expose. Evan sealed the quarters tighter. Hands open. Again. Her laugh hummed low. Phase 4 ignited. But Voss's file attached. Bioscan falsified. Evan's gut twisted. Not just audits. Frame job. He cracked his toolkit. Sarla. Decode this with me. Spines aligned. Precision joins grit. Lights dimmed to green. Hunt restarted. Deeper. Director's office loomed in the schematics. Access locked. Evan jacked in. One breach at a time. Her claw steadied his hand. Bond unbreakable. Code flowed. Traps snapped. They plunged. Wristcom blinked again. Marek. Read. New lead. Voss's purest ties. You're in? Sarla's eyes gleamed. Join. Evan grinned. Always. Station feeds flickered. Whispers spread. Human-alien duo unbreakable. But Voss's voice leaked through vents. Contain them. Before Bond rewrites protocols. Tail coiled. Ready. Evan fixed the first lock. Sparks flew true. Her spines guarded his back. Test evolved. Love translated live. Deeper audits cracked open. Truth hunted them both. Lights. Green. Bond surged. Voss's door yielded. They stepped in tandem. Revelation waited. Sarla's spines flared as hollow screens ignited across Voss's desk. Evan yanked his toolkit cable free from the door panel. Code streams flooded the air. Logs, falsified bios, purist manifestos. Look, and Sarla jabbed a claw at the central display. Her tail lashed once. Translation sabotage. Pre-incident. Your words. Twisted. Evan leaned in. The file scrolled. Interpreter Kesh's model hacked. Evan's casual, damn nice butt, rendered as predatory claim protocol, seize asset. Voss's override stamp glowed red. Frame job from the top. His fists clenched. Bastard used us to spark xenophobe riots. Purists win if we break. Sarla's crest aligned flat, calm. She pivoted to face him. One claw traced his jaw. Evan Reed. Your posterior form compels my neural mesh. Optimal curve. Consent query. Observe. Evan's breath stalled. Lungs forgot rhythm. Her words. His words. Flipped perfect. No traps. Human blunt. Alien precise. Heat rushed his face. She mirrored him. Fixed it live. He swallowed. Gulped air. Yeah. Damn, your butt's a masterpiece. Spines to tail. Lethal grace. New protocol. Shared slang overlay. Permission to touch? Public affirm? Her eyes widened, then gleamed violet. Tail coiled his leg. Anchor, not snare. Consent granted. Full spectrum. Public coil. Crest link in central hub. Signals trust to clutchmates. No rot. Evan's heart hammered. No bureaucracy. No Marek cuffs. Just her. He cupped her crest base. Spines parted soft. Lead. She pulled him out. Door sealed silent behind. Station corridors hummed. Shifts ending. Crews milling. Whispers trailed. Human-alien breach team. Central hub loomed. Crowds thickened. Rill traders. Human techs cash arguing with a protocol drone. Sarla halted center deck. Lights bathed her scales emerald. She raised her crest high. Clutchmates. Witness. Tail whipped Evan's waist. Pulled him flush. Her claw locked his hand. Palm to palm pad. Crest dipped to his brow. Neural hum buzzed his skin. Link live. Gasps rippled. Rill spines spiked envy. Human jaws dropped. Keish yelped, wait, translation live? That's flirt code. Evan grinned through the buzz. Her pulse synced his. Trust broadcast. No predator label. Bond sealed public. Chief Marek shoved through. Scales bristled. Reed. Ven. Voss's office? Empty? Feeds show you too. Sarla's tail tightened. Sabotage proof. Director's desk. Purist ties. Your wrist comm has it. Marek's comm pinged. He scanned. Jaw set. Frame confirmed. Kesh. Verify model hack. Kesh fumbled his pad. Nested code. Pre-incident tamper. Evan's butt logged as assault protocol. My fault. Evan cut in. Hours to fix. Sarla and me. New rules. Slang bridge. Human casual plus VRIL SSRI. Submit now. Sarla nodded. Crest still linked. Precision protocol. Posterior admiration. Equals flirt query. No auto-escalate. Clutch wide. Marek grunted approval. Forward to admin. Voss detained inbound. Good faith noted. He eyed the link. Public coil. Bold. Clears your slate read. Crowd murmured awe. A vril female hissed respect. Human endures mesh sync. Extraordinary grit. Evan shrugged, humble. Her hum warmed deeper. Team effort. Sarla unlinked slow. Eyes locked his. Phase complete. Hunt yields truth. But wrist comms blared station-wide. Voss's voice. Pre-recorded leak. Containment fails. Purist fleet en route. Protocols rewrite or station falls. Marek barked orders. Hub secure. Read, Ven, toolkit, and claws. Breach their vector. Sarla's spines aligned battle-ready. Tail tugged Evan forward. Bond, unbreakable, deeper. Evan cracked knuckles. Sparks already danced in his grip. Revelation twisted. Not just frame. Invasion hook. They plunged into the fray. Her precision mapped vents. His grit punched locks. Crowd parted heroic. Love's translation armed them. Kesh trailed, pad frantic. Updated rules filing. But, now neutral flirt. Laughter bubbled amid alarms. Evan fixed a panel mid-stride. Wires sang under his fingers. Sarla guarded flank, claws gleaming. Deck shook. Docking clamps groaned. Purist shuttle inbound. Marek roared from ahead. Bulkhead breach. Then, seal it. She flowed. spines wove energy web. Real tech locking seams. Evan jacked in parallel. Human hack sped at triple. Web held. Shuttle scraped denial. Voss's feed cracked open wider. His face sneered from every screen. You rewrite nothing. Humans corrupt. Evan smashed the nearest. Try us. Sarla's laugh hummed victory. Claw steadied his on the next panel. Grit plus precision. Fleet repels. Alarms shifted green. Clamps reversed. Purists fled vacuum nudge. Hub cheered thunder. Marik clapped Evan's shoulder. Predator? Nah. Guardian. Kesh beamed. Rules approved. Station policy. Human vril slang matrix live. Sarla pulled Evan aside. Crest brushed his ear. Private query. Posterior touch. Quarters. Full consent. Evan's breath hitched again. Grinned wolfish. Hell yes. Led. Liaison. Tail coiled possessive. They slipped away. Bond surged unbreakable. Station whispered legend. The duo who fixed words and worlds. But deep scans pinged faint. One purist drone lingered in vents. Voss escaped custody. Hunt reignited subtle. Evan sealed their door, toolkit down. Her spines parted inviting, one breach at a time. Lights dimmed intimate, translation perfected. Love thrived raw.